You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Soap Dirt on YouTube. We have got 5 sizzling hot predictions for Days of Our Lives for the week of May 29th all the way through Friday, June 2nd. These are based on the official spoilers, but these are our predictions, our speculation based on the spoilers and what we know about the show and watching Ron Carlivati as a writer for years at Days and, of course, over at General Hospital. You kind of get a feel for where he's going with stuff. So we have got some sizzling hot predictions about Brady and Kristen and pregnant Nicole and Eric and Kristen and Megan and Abe and Sarah Horton, who is busted with a big old baby bump. Buckle up and get ready for these predictions. But first, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives updates, spoilers, and news. Our first prediction is about Brady Black and Kristen DiMera. Brady Black is single. Chloe Lane has dumped him. She says, basically, we can never, ever, ever be together, quoting Taylor Swift, because his daughter, Rachel Black, hates her, and she feels like that's never going to change, and Rachel's going to be in his life forever, and that just doesn't leave room for Chloe. Chloe, meanwhile, has moved in with Xander. In the latest promo that we saw, Xander reaches in and plants this soft romantic kiss on Chloe, who kisses him back. I am all about the Chloe and Xander vibe. I'm really enjoying it. I know not everyone is, but I am. So my prediction is that Brady Black will not be able to stay away from Kristen DiMera. Kristen got out of prison thanks to her nephew, Dimitri von Leuschner DiMera. I guess we have to call him Dimitri DiMera. He and Megan and Kristen are all on the loose, and he's heading to Salem to spend time with his sister and aunt soon. Kristen came out of prison looking hot. She was in a pleathery snakeskin texture, skin tight number. Man, she looked fantastic for somebody who's been cooling her heels in Statesville for months. And the bottom line is Brady Black is always drawn to her. She's looking good. He's lonely. Their daughter wants them together. I predict it will not be long before Brady cannot resist and falls back in bed with Kristen, much to everyone's horror. I'm excited. I love me some Kristen DiMera. Our second prediction is that Nicole will find out that she's pregnant with Eric, Brady's child, but EJ DiMera is still going to want to be with her. So this coming week, it looks like it's going to be hijinks. Sloan Petersen has agreed to shove a Q-tip into Eric Brady's cheek while he is sleeping so that Nicole can run this DNA test on the sly and find out if it's EJ or Eric who got her pregnant. Sloan is not necessarily trying to hide this pregnancy from Eric. She is just trying to hold off on it until they have all the information they need. Okay. I don't think she is the kind to endorse lying to Eric about this baby. And I think if Nicole decided to lie, then Sloan absolutely wouldn't back her. But according to the most recent promo, it looks like Eric wakes up to find what Sloan is doing. How do you explain cheek swapping your boyfriend when he is unconscious in your bed? He's going to tell her to tell the truth, and Sloan is absolutely going to tell him. She does not want to lose Eric. She's not so concerned about the pregnancy. She just wants them to have the information before they move forward. And then at week's end on Friday, the official day's spoilers are that Kayla calls Nicole to say, I have your test results. In the same baby promo that we saw, we have EJ DiMera yelling at Nicole and asking if she is carrying his child. In the end, I feel like the pregnancy, the DNA test is going to say that it's Eric Brady's baby. That is my prediction. But EJ loves her and is going to stick with Nicole, even though she's pregnant by Eric, because he knows that she did not intentionally get in bed with him. It was because she was drugged. Okay, our number 3 prediction is that Kristen DiMera, Megan Hathaway DiMera, and Dimitri von Leuschner DiMera make a DiMera power move. Right now, we've got EJ DiMera kind of working sort of civilly with Chad DiMera, you know, in terms of the family business. Meanwhile, Gabby and Stefan DiMera want to shove everybody out and they want to run the family business together. So there are all these factions, and then we've got these three new DiMeras coming back around. Of course, Kristen's an old DiMera, but they all are entitled to a share of the business, and they are all entitled to a vote. So EJ is going to be working on Megan. Chad is going to be working on Megan. Gabby and Stefan are working on Kristen and Megan. But I have to wonder if the three, Kristen, Megan, and Dimitri, make a power move of their own. If they can get somebody else on the board to vote with them, they could do an end run and take over DiMera Enterprises, and EJ, Chad, and Stefan and Gabby can all kick rocks. I think that these three villains are going to make a huge move soon. Our number 4 prediction is about Abe Carver. He is apparently going to go missing out of the hospital, and we are wondering if Colin Bedford kidnaps him. Of course, Colin has fallen off the roof. It's miraculous that he survived, and there are official spoilers that say Sloan blows up at Rafe Hernandez because her brother Colin escaped. It seems more likely that he would break out at the hospital than the jail, because last we saw him, he was still in the hospital. Abe Carver is at the hospital, and I have to wonder if Colin snatches Abe as a last-ditch effort to punish Paulina and Chanel. Will he kidnap the mayor? I don't know, but Abe is out of sorts because of this head injury, and then he reportedly goes missing. All right, our number 5th prediction for the week is about Sarah Horton and Xander Cook and that baby bump. But first, if you haven't, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, casting news, and other hot info. So Sarah Horton is very pregnant right now. She is in Chicago. She is sharing a house with Rex Brady. It's not clear if their romantic relationship is back on, but in the latest promo, he is shirtless, and Kyle Lowder is looking gorgeous as usual. So we have to thank Days of Our Lives for all the eye candy they service week after week. So Bonnie is up there to visit, and she is checking in with Mimi Lockhart, who is her daughter. And if you remember, Mimi was at one point involved with Rex and had a baby with him. So that's why Bonnie is up in Chicago, and she stops by Rex's house, and she sees Sarah, who is trying to hide a enormous baby bump behind a leather bag. Bonnie moves the bag and says, "Nope, you're too big to hide that." So we have to expect that Sarah is going to try and keep up the cover story that the baby is Rex's, but Bonnie can do the math, and she knows how big of a bump that is versus how long ago that Sarah was sleeping with Xander. The big question is if Sarah can convince Bonnie to keep quiet. We expect that Xander is going to find out relatively soon about Sarah being pregnant, but the big question is what to do. He's working with one ex, Gwen. He is kind of sparking a new romance with Chloe, and then here's Sarah, who doesn't want him anymore but is pregnant. We have to wonder if Bonnie is going to go back to Salem and talk to Justin about it, and maybe Xander will be at the family home and hear about it. That's my thoughts. At any rate, let us know what you think about the upcoming week on Days, and which of your favorite predictions that we made, and what you think is going to happen. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.